The sea has once again turned into a battlefield. A drone strike launched by Yemen has ripped through the silence of international waters, slamming directly into an Israeli ship. The explosion was sudden, brutal, and shocking, sending shockwaves across the region. This was not just another attack. It was a loud warning to the world that the Middle East conflict is spiraling into dangerous new territory. Nations are now forced to ask, if the Red Sea is no longer safe, what comes next? Welcome back to my channel. This strike marks a chilling evolution in modern warfare, where low-cost drones can cripple billion-dollar assets. Witnesses describe flames engulfing the vessel, alarms blaring, and terrified crews scrambling for safety as the ship lost control in the open sea. Israeli officials quickly condemned the attack, vowing retaliation, while Yemen's forces claimed it as a symbolic victory against their adversaries. The shock wasn't just in the physical destruction, it was in the message. Drone warfare is no longer limited to battlefields. It's now disrupting international trade routes, global shipping, and the fragile balance of power in the region. What unfolded next was a storm no one expected. The aftermath of the strike was immediate and chaotic. Emergency signals were transmitted across the Red Sea as naval forces rushed to secure the damaged Israeli ship. Smoke poured into the skies, painting a grim picture of vulnerability. For Israel, the attack was more than a hit on a vessel. It was a direct strike on its pride, its strength, and its security. Officials in Tel Aviv called it an act of war, fueling fears of escalation that could spill far beyond the region. Global powers wasted no time in reacting. The United States condemned the attack and pledged to strengthen maritime patrols, while European allies voiced concern over the safety of international trade lanes. Shipping companies were suddenly forced to reconsider their routes, fearing that their vessels could be the next target. The Red Sea, once a lifeline for oil and goods, now looked like a high-risk war zone. But beyond the politics and headlines, the world was left staring at a deeper truth. Drone warfare is rewriting the rules of combat. With a fraction of the cost of traditional weapons, nations and militias alike are finding ways to challenge even the strongest militaries. As the smoke cleared, the questions grew darker. Would Israel strike back with overwhelming force? Would Yemen respond with more drones, more fire, and more chaos? Each move now risks igniting a wider conflict, one that could drag in neighboring countries and global powers alike. The Red Sea, a vital artery of international trade, is at risk of becoming the next flashpoint in an already fractured world. Military analysts warn that this is not just about Yemen and Israel. It's about the future of warfare itself. Drones, once dismissed as cheap tools for surveillance, are now deadly instruments of precision, capable of crippling ships, disabling infrastructure, and even reshaping geopolitics. The balance of power is shifting. Technology is leveling the battlefield in ways that terrify traditional superpowers. For the sailors caught in the blast, for the families waiting in fear, and for the millions who rely on these shipping lanes, the attack was not a headline. It was a harsh reminder that no place is safe when war machines rule the skies. What began as a single drone strike may well be remembered as the spark that changed the face of modern conflict forever.